What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. My name is Harrison, and I wanted to talk about The Last of Us TV show series. If you haven't already seen it, I did review the first episode, and I do plan on reviewing each episode as they air. I'll probably sit down like every Sunday night, record it, and have it ready to go for like that following Monday. But I wanted to talk about it because I know we're only one episode in, and by the way, I hope you guys like this background a little bit better. I work from home, so like a lot of times on all my other videos, you can see my station. So I wanted to kind of keep like in this corner, and I plan on back here getting like some cool lights and stuff. And I kind of want to upgrade the lighting a little bit in here, so it's a little bit clearer. But hopefully you got this works. Maybe it's like aesthetically pleasing a little bit more than seeing a bunch of random computers. But anyways, I wanted to talk about the series so far and how and again, I know we're only one episode in, but they've done such a good job, and I think it comes down to they don't mess with what came before. They don't mess. I know Neil Druckmann is heavily involved in this series, and this is why this is the case. But it just goes to show that you don't mess with canon. You keep it as close to the source material as possible, because if you guys read books and stuff, like that's part of reading, is you visualize what's going on, you visualize what the characters look like, and stuff like that. And even in game, like when you're playing the game, you know we'll talk about like Halo and other video games come to life, Resident Evil, where you're like, oh, even though I'm playing this game and I know this story, it would still be really cool to see it on the big screen. And you can make certain changes. And I think the latter half of the Last of Us series is supposed to have some changes versus the games, which is totally fine. Like you can deviate it a little bit, but when you have like the Halo TV show, where you deviate so much from the canon. Yeah, I really like the way the Spartans look in their armor, but in the first episode, Master Chief is taking off his helmet, and you see what he quote unquote looks like, and that's fine. I like it. It made sense in the story that they're telling, but he just did it so much that it just kind of threw it. I don't know. It just kind of threw me out of the show a little bit, and I ended up liking the Halo TV show for what it's worth. I know a lot of people did not, but I thought it was pretty decent for what it was. So I'll take a little sip of bourbon here. But it just goes to show that you don't mess with canon. I can't stress that enough. Again, you know, I have no problem knowing what we know in Last of Us Part One and eventually Part Two, which is I'm assuming there's just gonna be two seasons of the show. They could obviously expand it more, but I'd imagine we're gonna at least get two seasons, and what they show in season two is going to be freaking heartbreaking. I don't want to spoil anything for people that haven't played that game, but even though what we knew in the first episode of season, of the show, it still felt it still hurt, and it felt more real than it did in the game, because it's obviously real people. But again, going back to the games and books that you read, even though you know what's going to happen, you see that in real life, or on the TV, and it's still just as impactful. So again, I really hope that going forward, whenever these these companies try to do their own adaptation of video games, that they get a director that obviously knows what they're doing, and knows the the game. They know the history. They know um, you know they know that game. They've played the game. Like it was brought up so many times in like the Halo show that the producers and the writers and stuff didn't play the games. They didn't read the books. They didn't have like really the backstory. Obviously, they have a general idea because they had to. They had to have the characters and stuff like that. But it showed. It showed that they didn't have that knowledge, or maybe they had that knowledge and they just didn't care. So that's really all I wanted to say about it. Just make a quick video about how I feel. And again, I know it's episode one, and I know it's jumping the gun a little bit, but again, yeah, I feel like this could be one of the greatest video game adaptations of all time. And that's not like a condescending thing. Like you know, I also think it could be a really great story to be told. So, but yeah. All right, guys. Well, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. I hope you guys have seen The Last of Us Episode 1 and liked it as much as I do compared to the games and stuff like that. So let me know in the comments below what you guys think. And I will see you guys in the next video. Thank y'all so much for watching this video. I really appreciate it. Consider subscribing to the channel. I'll let YouTube algorithm pick one of my videos below for you guys to watch. Give it a click, and I hope you enjoy, and I will see you in the next video.